All right, let's get right into it. If you're gearing up for the NIOS, that's the National Institute of Open Schooling exams coming up in April 2027, you are in exactly the right place. Today's explainer is basically your ultimate, foolproof guide to conquering this entire academic year. Look, open schooling offers incredible flexibility, but let's be real, it can also feel like a totally terrifying maze of deadlines, online portals, and hidden bureaucratic rules. So we've synthesized everything you need to know from our source material into a clear, straightforward roadmap to get you from day one all the way to college eligibility. Now listen to this quote from our source material because it's intense. If any step is missed, you won't just miss out, you'll automatically fail. Seriously, take a second to let that sink in. The stakes here are incredibly high when it comes to the admin side of things. You could study 12 hours a day, absolutely master every single concept in your textbook, but if you miss one digital upload or forget a single mandatory fee, you automatically fail. The system literally does not forgive administrative errors. But hey, don't worry, keeping you on track is exactly why we're doing this today. To keep you completely safe from those traps, we are breaking this entire journey down into a clear 5-phase roadmap. 1. Admission and setup. 2. Tutor-marked assignments. 3. PCP classes and practicals. 4. Theory and syllabus. And finally, 5. Results and mark sheet.
Kicking things off with Phase 1, admission and initial setup.
So, your very first mission, verifying your enrollment. It's super simple. Just Google NIOS login and get into the portal using your date of birth and the reference number, which, by the way, is right there on your admission receipt. Once you're logged in, keep an eye on your dashboard. You are looking for the phrase Document Verification in Progress. That means the system is actually working. After about a month or a month and a half, boom, your admission is officially confirmed. From there, you must download your ID card from the print option. It is absolutely crucial because it literally has the address of your specific study center printed right on it. Now here is the very first trap so many students fall into, the exam fee. Let me be super clear about this. That fee you paid when you applied? Yeah, that was just your registration fee. To actually sit for your exams, you have to pay a separate examination fee. The window for this opens on November 21st and slams shut on December 20th. It's going to run you about 300 to 400 rupees a subject. If you don't click Pay Public Examination on your dashboard and clear that fee, you will not get a hall ticket. No way around it. Moving right along to Phase 2, Tutor-Marked Assignments, or TMA. Let's completely demystify what TMA actually is. Honestly, think of these as your open book take-home projects. The board gives you 6 questions per subject. Your job? Handwrite the answers beautifully on A4 sheets, scan them, and upload them straight to your student dashboard. And why is this such a big deal? Because a completed TMA is worth a massive 20 marks. If you do it right, it's basically free marks that will absolutely skyrocket your final percentage. But hey, timing is literally everything here. The questions actually drop in September, so you can totally start writing early. But whatever you do, do not try to upload them yet. The portal doesn't officially open for submissions until November 10th. If you try before then, you'll just get error messages and a whole lot of unnecessary panic. Welcome to the bureaucracy, right? So write them in September, upload after November 10th, and definitely get them in before the absolute hard deadline of January 31st, 2027. Next up, Phase 3, PCP classes and practicals. Okay, you're going to hear the acronym PCP thrown around a lot. It stands for Personal Contact Program. Basically, these are 5 mandatory in-person classes held at that exact study center address we talked about on your ID card. They happen between February 1st and March 10th. Now, lean in because here's a massive insider tip. You get 10 marks literally just for attending these 5 classes. That is half of your total practical grade, awarded just for showing up and signing your name. Please do not skip these. It's the easiest 10 marks you'll ever get. Right after those PCP classes, we hit the practical exams, and things start moving really fast. On February 20th, the date sheet drops. By March 10th, a specific hall ticket just for your practicals will appear online, telling you exactly where you need to be. And then on March 15th, the exams kick off. Make sure you show up with a completed lab manual featuring 10 to 15 experiments. You'll hand that physical file over, take a quick written test, and chat with the examiner for an oral Viva test. All right, here comes the main event, Phase 4, Theory Exams and Syllabus. Listen, this might just be the absolute best academic tip from our source material. When you download the syllabus from the NIOS website, you'll notice it's split into 2 columns, public exam chapters and TMA chapters. Here is the golden rule. Do not, I repeat, do not study the TMA chapters for your final theory exams. Those are strictly for your take-home assignments. Your final exams will only cover the public exam column. Knowing this is a total game changer and will literally save you hundreds of hours of studying the wrong stuff. And hey, if you're starting to feel a little stressed about finals, just take a breath. 33%. That's the magic number. That is the highly attainable passing threshold for NIOS. You just need 33% in your practicals and 33% in your theory exams to pass. That's it. It is completely achievable if you just stick to the roadmap. Let's actually look at the math here to prove it. Think about it. You've already banked up to 20 marks from your online TMAs, plus another 20 marks from your offline practical file in Viva. Because you locked in those 40 marks early on, the immense pressure on the actual final theory exam is way, way lower. This whole layered grading system is literally designed to help you succeed, as long as you just complete every step. Now, if you're feeling like you might want some extra help navigating all this, the source material does point out a few support options. They mention specific online study groups like the Luxia batch for Class 12 and the Udon batch for Class 10. They also talk about resources like pre-solved TMAs, solved practical files, and chapter-wise notes, which could be super helpful if you really want to zero in on the material that matters most. And finally, the finish line. Phase 5, final results and mark sheet. So, when do you actually find out how you did? You can expect your online results to drop around June 16th, 2027. And this timing isn't an accident. The results are intentionally released just before major entrance exam counseling deadlines, like the JOS counseling for engineering. So you'll have your digital results exactly when you need them for college admissions. Then, your official, original, physical mark sheet will arrive safely in the mail a month or two later, usually around July or August. So there you have it, the whole shebang. You are now holding the complete step-by-step roadmap to crushing the NIOS April 2027 academic year without tripping over a single one of those administrative hurdles. It's a big journey for sure, but it literally starts with a single login to a portal. With the roadmap completely clear and all your deadlines set in stone, I've got to ask, which phase of your NIOS journey are you going to conquer first today? Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and seriously, best of luck on your academic adventure.